What's up, you guys? It's Jason here from the Portuguese Brothers. I'm here to teach us a little snatch and mobility trick up in the shoulders, something that's really floating around big time, and I want to set it straight as far as how we want to internally rotate and activate our shoulders in our overhead position. So a lot of times people get stuck with this kind of stiff shoulder position up overhead and getting a lot of problems in the front of their shoulders, when really we should be dumping all the load up into our trapezius muscles through internally rotating and shrugging our shoulders nice and high. So here's a cool little warm-up that you guys can do before you actually start getting into your warm-up loads and whatnot, prepping your shoulders for your snatches and overhead movements. So pretty simple. We're gonna get ourselves up and overhead here, and what we're first gonna try and do is crank our shoulders and roll our shoulders all the way forward. So the tips or the points of our elbows should be pointing outward, and what we're gonna work on is shrugging our shoulders high and rolling the shoulders actually inward towards our ears, but keeping the shoulders behind the neck. Okay, so I don't want to roll forward and let the bar fall in front of me. I'm keeping the bar up and over the back of my head, chin down, and rolling my shoulders forward and shrugging my shoulders high. Okay, and this is going to help to see how much internal rotation activation you have. So when you roll forward and lock it tight, you should feel your traps even more up and engaged, feeling a big ravine in the back of your neck or in your upper back, feeling that big kind of contraction pushing up and through. So you want to roll that, get that nice and tight. How quickly can I go from shoulders back and down to up, forward, and tight? Back and down, up, forward, and tight. And you want to warm that up through those little shoulder rolls until you get those shoulders actually being able to crank forward and up and activated through your trapezius muscles. In the beginning, for some of you guys, it might be a little tight, and it's going to start to loosen up, you know, every single repetition. Then, once we're done, we're going to work on just a nice little controlled press up overhead and finishing in that internally rotated and activated position. So we're going to press up and boom, lock tight, come back out, come up, lock tight, come back out, come up, lock tight, come back out. So a dope little tip for you guys to work on for your overhead positions. I guarantee you it'll help you feel more secure up overhead and less rickety and rocky up in your shoulders, making a balancing act of the barbell where you can securely lock yourself out and be feeling nice and strong. So another tip for you guys, Portuguese Brothers, over and out.